am I so glowy on the thing? That thumb, that nail is not that long. It looks really long on camera. That's so creepy. Weird. Stop it. Stop being weird, camera. Stop being weird. Right. Well, here I am. Me. Yeah. I mean, not much else. There's nothing really to tell. I've been enjoying my. I've been taking a day off. I took a day off because all of the fast editing and staring at the screen and just trying to pick like randomized pictures and put them into like slideshows and stuff. That is tiring on the brain and the eyes. Plus, I've had a couple of like really annoying bullshit things happen, just personal life shit. So essentially, it's like, yeah. I mean, the main thing, the latest, the main thing is that I'm not going to be able to see my buddy Dave. It seems because like we keep finding that we're doing shit on weekends. Like either he's doing something or I'm doing something on the weekends that basically he's like giving me, and like it's kind of getting old and annoying. But yeah, I've got to keep some weekends free as well because I have a friend who has cancer, um, and it's terminal. So like he is gonna pick when I'm gonna go over and see him. So that's fun. Um, it's really irritating. That is really super irritating. I mean, obviously, it's like incredibly like horrible for him and everything, but it's just that the inconvenience of it that makes me sound terrible. No, the inconvenience of it all is like is that I've always wanted to meet this person, and they haven't been you know we just haven't been available whenever we can meet, and he's finally in the UK, but it's mainly because he's getting treatment for his cancer. So it's like, yeah. So I'm sort of excited to see him in the flesh for like the first time, you know, after talking to him for fucking years. But it's because I kind of have to see him. So yeah. So I've got to keep some weekends free for that. And yet, for some reason, everybody wants my attention, like on weekends now, which is great. I've got things to do and places to be and all of that stuff now, and it's really annoying. Ugh. Um, but yeah, something else that I've also been planning as well is that on one of my free weekends that I found out that I'm free, and I'm assuming that I will get to see my buddy before that particular weekend. Um, is that I'm actually going to be going away for a kind of like a kind of a piggy weekend. Seeing a friend that I've also been talking to for a couple of years and have always wanted to meet, and now he is like available to meet. So gonna do some videos with him, and that'll be fun because well, he's a good friend. But essentially, it's just a couple of guys being piggies. So I get to have lots of food, lots of yummy food, have lots of belly rubs, and maybe play around a bit. I don't know. And make videos. So that's cool. So that's scheduled in. That'll be my like my personal mini vacation this year. Shit. I shouldn't have moved the hat. I shouldn't have fucked with the hat. But yeah. But yeah, my other weekends have been taken up by my mother visiting, or I'm going to the canal festival thing to see my mother-in-law and my in-laws, my family. Um, and then there's that. Then there's that trip. There's that trip to see my piggy friend. Then there's my break. But also there's like Damon's mum's birthday party, because they're gonna have a big joint birthday party because they're both gonna be turning like a milestone age. So they've rented out a pub, and basically there's that. But yeah, it's like all the way up until fucking November, it seems. And even then, yeah. And then there's like a weekend in November where I'm going to London to see another friend that I've not seen, that I've been talking to for fucking ages and not seen, which is really irritating because I could technically see him when I go see my other friend, when I go see the piggy friend. It's kind of like all of my weekends are kind of filled up with bullshit. So yay! So yay fun. Uh, um, with good bullshit though. Good bullshit is happening. The bullshit is that I don't have any other free weekends. You know. So yeah, I hate that. I hate that. I need at least one or two weekends where basically like I'm not doing anything. Because otherwise I get sick, or I just kind of like I really don't want to do something. It's like, yeah. And annoyingly, on those weekends where I'm not doing anything at all, I kind of feel like they're wasted weekends because I'm not doing anything. I feel kind of sad about that. So yeah, lame. But no, it's just this time of the year. It's just this time of the year. I know I've said that in like various streams before, but I really hate it when, even in this stream maybe, I really hate it where like how the year is like divided into like three different parts, where I'm like busy, and then like it feels like an eternity of nothing where I'm not busy at all, where everyone else is busy and I can't meet up with anybody and stuff, and then super busy again, and then like another eternity of nothing. It's like, I hate that. I wish they was evenly distributed so that I can have like something happen on this weekend and then a rest weekend and then something happen on another weekend, and yeah. I wouldn't mind even weekdays to be good as long as I'm not doing anything on the weekend. It's one of those things. So I'm okay in the week, but I don't want anything to happen on the weekend because I'm busy in the middle of the week. you know it's mainly travel stuff. If I have to travel for more than an hour, then i I kind of want it to be a big event when I get there. Like, I want to travel for if I'm traveling for anywhere over an hour away, then basically I would like it to be for something. um like an event or something. And I know meeting friends and stuff. That's mainly the reason why I am actually doing this. Meeting a bunch of friends, specifically that I haven't seen for a long time, is because basically that is an event itself. But it's like it would. If I'm just see, oh no, that sounds bad as well. Jesus, I just need breaks from the actual traveling, because traveling is like a big lot of nothing time unless I'm traveling with somebody, and I'm often not traveling with anybody. and that fucking annoys me. That's the most annoying part. Is when I'm traveling alone. It's bullshit. It's boring. And I've tried doing the things. I've tried, striking up a conversation with somebody that sat next to me or something. I've tried doing all of these things, and it usually turns out to be incredibly unrewarding. Because whenever I've talked to somebody, they're always that sat next to me, like on a plane. When I went to Vegas, I was sat next to somebody who he didn't talk at first, but then basically he offered me one of his like a food thing because he couldn't have too much salt, so he offered me his pretzels, and then we got talking, and it was like, yeah, but this just feels very awkward. Like the conversation just felt very awkward, and it felt kind of like I just ended up being like the travel guide because he'd never been to Vegas and stuff, and it was like that was kind of, that part was kind of nice, but then whenever he revealed anything that was like anywhere remotely personal, it was kind of like super sad. And it was like, you're bumming me out on my flight, dude. to my huge vacation, it's like, yeah. Or when I went on a train ride that was like 4 hours long, and essentially I wasn't part of this conversation, but I was sat very close to somebody who was having a quiet conversation, but super hearing and everything. I could hear it the whole time, and it was basically talking. It was like it seemed very interesting at first, but then it took a really really bad turn, because essentially this is the good part. This is the meaty part of like what I heard. It was basically an American lady talking to a American Chinese lady, and they seem to be here on vacation or something. They seem to be in the UK for vacation or something. And they were talking and stuff, and basically the I kind of wanted to meet the Chinese lady's husband, because they both were talking about how fat their husbands were. They were both talking about how hugely obese their husbands were. At least the American lady was talking about how he was losing weight because he had to lose weight because apparently he had a heart attack and like actually needed a heart transplant, and they need to get you under a certain weight. And this is the bummer part. It was all about talking about this. And whenever the Asian lady, whenever the Chinese American lady was talking, it was kind of like she was talking about how like her husband doesn't do any of that shit and is still a fat load, and has never had a heart attack on it, has been super healthy like throughout his whole life, although he has incredibly unhealthy habits. And it's like, I can I please meet him? He sounds awesome, because they were not elderly, but they were like 60, so like a chunky Chinese Chinese American guy in his 60s, you know. Apparently with a nice mustache. I don't know. Just sounds like that sounds cute. That sounds cute. It sounds like a what do they call it in the bear community? It's like, it sounds like a cute panda bear, a cute panda polar bear. But anyway, yeah, it was most of the conversation was an incredible bummer about how the other lady's husband was, and how he was like suffering and stuff, and it was like, ugh, Like, I'm a fat guy. I understand that basically, like, in the future, I could be subjected to a bunch of health problems and stuff like that. And yeah, I get scared every now and again when I basically think that, like you know, my brain just goes to, it's like, what if I had a heart attack just now or something? Like, even though I've been told that my heart is like, it's big and it's meaty and stuff, but that's due to like a hormonal condition, not just me being fat. And basically, but it's got no blockages, and my cholesterol's good, and like everything seems healthy inside me, so it's not like kind of terrible. It's just that my doctor keeps telling me, it's like, yeah, but in the future you might want to try to lose some weight, because in the future, like, when you're older, it could lead to health problems and stuff like that. And it's like, I know, thank you for telling me, but she keeps reminding me, and it's really annoying. But that also happens in my brain, and it's like, yeah, but if I try to lose weight, I'll feel terrible and I will want to die. So yeah, this helps. But yes, her continuously like trying to tell um, the Asian lady that her husband is going to explode or something is kind of like, was kind of an incredible bummer. But this is what I mean. Traveling is dumb because you end up being bummed out like this. Traveling alone is dumb because you end up being bummed out about this, and it's like, ugh. I would like to travel with some friends, but I cannot travel with friends because they're never going the same place as I'm going. So yeah, and I can't like, I'm a terrible passenger as well, because like uh unless I'm continuously talking with the person that I'm traveling with the person that's driving or something, then I will fall asleep. Even if I'm talking, sometimes I might even fall asleep. It's a big iffy thing. It's really annoying. So yeah, that's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like all of my weekends like full up of stuff, because traveling alone is boring. When I visited my mother, the last time was that the last time I traveled somewhere? It feels like that was the last time I traveled somewhere. When I visited my mother, I at least like had my sketchbook, and I had like a job to do. So yeah, in an air conditioned kind of like not too hot train ride. So that was not bad. It was really annoying though, sometimes, because the train, like, the train is like, it's, you can write on a train, right? You can actually like write down stuff on the train, and you see people with like laptops and stuff, and that's cool because you can do that even on a bumpy train. Um, but drawing on a train is another experience, because basically every time the inertia changes on your train, it kind of like forces, at least if you're a big dude, it forces your entire body to move forward or back, and your arm is connected to your body. So it's like, I'm just trying to get this detail right. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to get this detail right. Oh fuck. It's really annoying. Um, but yeah, I can't really play video games on a train as well, because I feel like I'm being immature somehow, and B, I will fall asleep. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can lay on the sofa here at home, and I can feel myself about to fall asleep, and I can save the game and then put the game down. But on a train, for some reason, I can't tell when I'm going to fall asleep. So I sometimes just drop the fucking thing, or my phone if I'm playing on my phone, and it's oh. So yeah, I need travel buddies. I need travel buddies. Hey, Panafox, how you doing? I have had a kind of like a meh day. Like I said, I took today off. I haven't done much of anything besides just general house chores, you know, some cleaning. Uh, Killed multiple spiders with my gun. Bad spiders, not good spiders. The bad ones. I need to refill that. I need to reload my gun. I'm gonna regret picking this up because like the salt in it is kind of like super low. There's only a little bit left. But yeah, you kind of like have to shake it so that it rests in there before I reload it. But yeah, I did that, and the rest of the day has been spent tidying up shit on my computer and also playing a video game. Playing a video game with someone, and yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a nice kind of chill day, but yeah, one of the things about today is that like has taught me that I really don't like downtime. And I already know that, but it reminded me that I really don't like downtime. You know, I want to go do something. Fortunately, I think the weather is changing and it is actually cool, which means that I can upload stuff again still, which is good because I've got like thousands of videos to upload to the archive on YouTube and Pornhub and also it means that I can probably draw stuff again. My finger is almost 100%. I've got this kind of like weird crusty layer of skin. I would say it's a scab, but it just feels like a hard piece of skin. Wherever that was on my finger hurt, my owie on my finger. Don't know if that's going to actually zoom in or show or anything. It's not great, but yeah. But yeah, that means I can actually do stuff like drawing or something. Possibly, it's gotten just tolerable at night. You know, at night it's gotten to a tolerable temperature, but in the day it's still hot as fuck. It's still, at least it feels hot as fuck. I basically like I'm very good at like adapting to the temperature, but I sweat here, so yeah. Hey, Panafox is back. What is up, dude? What you been up to? How are you doing? That's not the right angle. Oh, okay. So there's a nail on my wall that looked very, very much like it was a mosquito, but it's actually a nail. Just at this angle, it looks like it's too close. I need my glasses. But yeah. Anyway, you know, I came before I came on stream. Just before I came on stream, my bladder was like, ding. I need to pee. I don't need to pee super badly or anything. It's just like, really, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I don't need to pee. I just want to really bad. But yeah, but today I went to the store and I picked up some like highlighter pens. like some good like proper like name brand. Oh, what is it called? It's the same company that made my eraser, which I realize isn't here anymore because I cut it in half. Remember? Idiot. Oh, it's on the floor. Well, at least the wrapper's on the floor. Standardler or whatever. It's that company that makes really good stationery. Anyway, I got like a rainbow set of a lot of highlight pens, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to do something with these. I don't know what, but I kind of want to do something with them. So I mean, like that's my next art project is going to be that. So that's fun, as well as all of the drawing and stuff as well. Yeah, because I've got like tons of stuff to do art-wise. My art book is up there, needing to be used. Yeah, there it is. So yeah. Doing good on this? You're doing well. That cannot be. Where is the suffering, the anger, the passion? No, that's cool, dude. That's great. That's really good. Can I have some? Can I have some of that? What's your favorite food? Oh, anything Italian or I would say Asian because I like most Asian food. Indian, Chinese, sushi, Thai. Why can't I think of more countries? What's going on here? I've got like a map in my brain of like Asia, and it's like Mongolian. A lot of them are very tiny or islands and stuff. It's really annoying. I can't read that in my brain. But yeah, I mean Italian's easy, right? Italian's like super easy. It's like I think it's because it's really hard to mess up Italian. It's like, oh, you can accidentally make it too greasy or too herby or too garlicky, I guess. But even when you do that, it's usually still okay, if not good still. It's kind of like what do they say about pizza? It's like even if you get not so good pizza, I don't know anybody that's basically had bad pizza. Anybody at all. Except for the rare occasions, or well, not so rare occasions, I guess, where somebody orders pizza and then they get like a topping that they didn't like added to it or something. In which case, it's not really the whole pizza's fault. It's still the topping that they didn't want's fault. You can get cold pizza, I guess, but even then, it's still pizza. You don't have a heating implement. You can put it still in the oven or then even in the microwave or something, and basically warm it up. You know. But yeah. Also, Levervid. Yeah, we're doing the level. We're basically trying to figure out what I wanted. The purpose of this live stream was to pinpoint exactly to do for the level bid, because although I have the basic idea of what you want, I kind of wanted to nail it down because I think I can actually like film it tomorrow or like ASAP. So yeah. Ooh. My bladder was like ding 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 ding. It's like I know, I hear it, I get it, I know. Okay. I might have to run away and pee in a second. I'm sorry. Um, all the levers. I'm guessing that's what that means. Um, wasn't it anyway? Okay. Cold pizza is good. You know, if I don't have access to the heating influence that I've suggested above, before, like I'm typing it, you know, then I mean, yeah, it's okay. How much do you weigh? 155 kilograms, 330 pounds ish, 340 maybe. It kind of depends. A lot of that was muscle mass, muscle weight and stuff. And I haven't worked out in like, well, since before Vegas, so I feel kind of like shit about that. I really need to get back into working out. It's just really hard because my workout space is being commandeered by the extra roommates that we've got living in our house. So it's kind of like I don't really know what to do about that. I did the other day. You know what? The other day, I did kind of like consider just like sending out the not a kind of like a distress call, but not really a distress call because I'm not in distress. It's just that like trying to find an alternate place to live, you know, so I can live partly there and then partly here, you know. But I got the same problem that I got whenever I want to go on vacation with somebody, you know, because they either have no money, or they have no. Well, you know, all my friends either have no money or are busy at that time. So, like, yeah, it's kind of the same problem because either I can't contribute much to like rent and stuff, you know. I could maybe contribute to like the food budget and like general utility bills and stuff, but uh, that plus rent would be a big stretch for me. Like I would have no money really for, well, for the food. So it's kind of like ugh. Um, and I don't know anybody that's got like a lot of space to work with. Um, so it's kind of like, so yeah, it's kind of, I did kind of like I said, I did want to put out a distress call kind of to, you know, on Facebook or Twitter or hell, even just like a kind of like live-in piggy position flyer on Drummer or something. But it was like, I don't know. I feel like I would be like people would want more from me if I basically said that. It's like you know, can I live here temporarily, like part time? You know, for minimal rent and stuff. I feel like somebody would basically try to take advantage of that situation, and that would suck. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know how much I weigh because I haven't been weighed on accurate scales for over a year now. So yeah. Okay. Roscoe says, "Oh, I literally just wanted the one-to-one remake, or as close as possible, with your current idea." So I'm gonna have to look up that video again. I'm gonna have to look up that video again with your current leathers. Okay. I would like to make it at least a little bit different, so maybe changing settings or something. I don't know. I love cold pizza with little Caesars from Little Caesars, but I don't know if that's in the UK. No, we don't have Little Caesars. I've had it. I've had Little Caesars. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what to say. It's like Yeah. When I had it, it was kind of like, it was very strange because it was greasy on top, like very greasy. Like I can actually pick up a slice and it would drip, you know. Um, and yet it was dry as fuck on the underside. You know, the actual like dough that it was made out of seemed to have a protective layer around it to stop the grease from sinking into it. You know, so it wasn't very bready. Well, it was very bready, but it was like dry bread with topping, and it was kind of like, I don't know if they include polystyrene in this. It's got that kind of polystyrene texture to the bottom of it. You know, I don't get it. So yeah. Fun fact: my mother bought some pizza from, frozen pizza from the store that I worked at. And it was deep dish and everything, and she just wanted to try it. She bought it, and it basically put it in the oven, and then kind of like take it out of the oven and then eat it. That was kind of like, that's how you do it. Cut it up and then eat it. My mother ate the polystyrene, kind of like, there's like this like foam polystyrene like sheet that is underneath it, so that you can easily take the whole thing out of the box, and then you're supposed to take the polystyrene bit off and then put it in the oven. But my mother didn't know about the polystyrene thing, so she ate it. Yeah. Sorry, just random fun like tidbit, fact, whatever. Um, I just thought it was funny when she asked me about that. I was like, yeah. So when you say with your current leathers, do you mean like added more leathers and stuff, or just like the leathers from the video? Because I'm pretty sure that if it's the video that I'm thinking of, then I can just get all of those leathers and do that. You know, like itemize it for me. You know, what would you like changed or updated or whatever in from the video? Like tell me the exact costume layers that I should be having. You know, your favorite restaurant in the UK. There's no question mark. There's no grammar in this at all. It's just like, you know. I don't have favorites really. I kind of like, it depends what I fancy. You know. I recently had a Caesar salad from Bella Italia, and I know I've said this before in a previous stream, but the Caesar salad from Bella Italia is huge. They have like at least three-quarters of a chicken in that salad. It is massive, and like half a loaf of bread in croutons that aren't really croutons. They literally are just like slightly stale pieces of bread. It's like, what the fuck? That is, it's huge. It's like, I'm a big guy. I'm a big eater. I'm a big eater, big guy. And I was like, this is pushing it. This is pushing. I ate it all, but I was still kind of like, I feel a lot fuller from that than I should do. I feel like, you know, like when I make a salad, I make it like this. Restaurants shouldn't do that. That's, yeah, you know. So yeah. I just don't know if you have all the levers from the video still. Well, that's why I said like, if you could like tell me what you would like updated or added or removed or whatever, then yeah. I know you said something about the rubber vest before, but like I said, the rubber vest is still out of commission unless I get somebody to help me with it, because like, putting that on by myself right now with the like minimal amount of powder that it's got on it, because I can't add more powder by myself whilst I'm putting it on, you know, is painful. Like, it physically hurts. So yeah. It still is that kind of, but yeah. So the rubber vest is probably out. You know, I'm gonna still check to see if I can actually use it. But if I can't, then you're gonna have to deal with that, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm gonna check. What I'm gonna check is basically if Damon is like around and available and not busy at the time whenever I film this, um, so that he can actually help me with it. It needs to be like held open enough, and the problem is that you need like 4 points of contact on it, you know. So I could push forward and stretch it, and he can pull back and stretch it, and I can kind of get in it while I'm doing that, you know, and then release. So yeah, but yeah, gonna quickly be right back. I don't know what that means. I need to pee. I'm gonna go run and pee real quick, but please, um, like, don't go anywhere because I do want like more details on this if I'm gonna try to film it tomorrow. So yeah, um, there it is. I was like, where's the scrolling? There it is. Okay, I will be right back. Is the light on outside? Yes. Hello. Tiny spider on my door. Why does that happen every time? Okie dokie. Nobody said anything. Awesome. What does talk amongst yourselves mean to you guys? Seriously. Anyway. So yeah, all the leathers. I think that's what it's called. Let me just quickly see if it's accessible. Yes and no. I have a brother, but he's a douchebag. like he insulted my mother like tons of times over nothing. So yeah, it's like he removed himself from our family. So yeah. All dressed up in leathers with nowhere to go. Oh, all the leather is actually just called all the leather. Okay. Mute the sound. 15 minutes long. So okay, yeah, that's doable. I do have all that stuff still. You've seen it. Well, Roscoe's seen it. When he gets back, he will and watches this again. Then yeah. Okay. We can. I mean, I could do that video again, or I could basically like have a more customized video with the outfits, because I do change the position of the harness. It's the big boy harness, so it fits on my chest and also on my belly. And some shots it's on my chest, and some shots it's on my belly. And then there's like uh, I've got like I've got my different leather hats as well. So yeah. Do I have to wait for him to get back? I'm gonna go in 5 minutes because I actually am. I'm actually hungry, so I was gonna go eat something. I'm just gonna have some noodles. It's been a weird day for food. It's been a weird day for food. I accidentally ate Damon's sandwich. So, and then I had a little nap. I had an accidental little nap, like after I did that. And when I woke up, it was like dinner time, and I didn't really fancy anything for dinner. My tummy was feeling weird, so it was kind of like I didn't have anything. So I'm just gonna have noodles now. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, all the leather is the video that he quoted, so that must be that video. But yeah, easily done, easily replicable. I could even like oil up the belly, because I could just use water, so that's not like super, not oil, but yeah. Which is good because it means that I don't get oil on the leather, which can be a bad thing depending what kind of like oil it is and stuff. I need to really sort out my leather because my leather vest has this kind of like stain on it, and I can't get it off. I don't know how to get it off. It's bugging me because it's starting to be visible on video, which it wasn't always. It wasn't always visible, but it's like I just noticed the last couple of videos that I've done. You can kind of, and you have to look for it, but once you've seen it, you can see it, But on one side, there's kind of like this splotch where there's like there's something on it, or so, it's just discoloration in the leather, it looks like. But it's not. The leather itself is fine. It's just that there's like this white powdery looking stuff, kind of like in between the little kind of like individual cracks of leather, and it's kind of like it's also on this whole side almost. It just like this weird splotchy kind of powdery look thing to it. But yeah, wow, I seem to have lost everybody according to my who's watching thing. But yeah. But no, I can just do a shot for shot, but I would like it to be slightly different. So the location of this video, of that video in particular, is it's just my office. So I can easily like do it not in my office. Yeah. I was really annoyed that I didn't shoot anything today. You know, didn't film anything today. Um, especially in the garden because the neighbors weren't here. So it was like, oh my god, gotta stop. Well, it's right there. Yeah, it's right. It's on two locations, and it just is interesting sometimes when it goes. You know how it goes up and down. Sometimes it's interesting when it goes up and down. I just don't know why it's being inaccurate. It seems like I can't remember when this was, but I think it was like Google Hangouts when they had Google Hangouts. When they did that, it was incredibly reliable. But StreamYard and the YouTube app seem to don't. They're just not reliable. It just doesn't seem to be reliable at all. Because right now it says that nobody's watching, and that's not true. Because I'm here, I'm watching it on playback to make sure it's okay. But yeah. Maybe, but I wish they would say, because even then, some people might be passively watching. You know, when I'm watching YouTube, I'm not always watching it on my computer. So does it just not count me as watching something? You know, it just I don't know. It's stupid, but what are you gonna do? Like I said, when it was Google Hangouts, they seem to have had accurate numbers on like their thing. So yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my I detected movement over there. Mm. I found out where that giant spider's living. It's it is there. So it lives there now. I don't know. Did you say quickly? Be right back. This isn't quick. I'm out of time. Well, I'm now more hungry for noodles than I am curious. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. I do have like one. I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick with Roscoe. Um, I know it's not fair when he's not here, but it's not my fault that he's not here. So yeah, I have a bone to pick with Roscoe. You remember the Wars Club stuff? Do you remember the Wars Club stuff? He he said to me that he was only doing the Wars Club stuff because I asked for it. When I distinctly remember like filling in the Wars Club stuff in collaboration with him. Basically because he said that he wanted to do world building. He wanted to do like a story based on it and stuff like that. So I kind of like provided my bit of input for the Wars Club stuff. And then basically, like a couple of weeks ago or something, he kind of like he kind of says to me, "It's like, well, what's the point if you didn't ask for it? You know, well, no." He says, "If you don't want it, then why am I doing it?" And it's like, I don't know. I hate it when people basically like blame me for stuff that isn't my fault. You know, it's like from what I could tell, I was giving him some information on my original concept of the Wars Club because he wanted to write a story about it. You know, I didn't know that he wanted to write a story about it for me. I basically have all of the knowledge about it in my brain, and I'm okay with that. You know, now I have some diagrams, so yeah. Now I have some drawings, so yeah. But whenever something was requested of the Wars Club stuff, it was usually by him. So anyway, that's just my bone to pick. It's just that it's been bugging me. That's been at the back of my brain for like a while now. It's like that. I've been I've been blamed for being the reason for him doing a bunch of work that he's no longer interested in doing. At least that's what I'm gathering. You know, he was super interested in it, and then he lost interest in it, and he seems to have blamed me for it. You know, if even if it's just inadvertently, it just I feel like I feel irked. I'm currently irked about it. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's just I should have written that in a message and just sent it to him, but I feel like he would take it the wrong way. You know, I just don't like. No, Panafox, I'm not saying that that it's surprising. It's just that it's annoying when somebody does that to me. You know, it's like, look, it's as if somebody basically poked me and said, "It's like, look, I'm really trying to work hard on this for you," and I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. It's like, well, then what am I doing it for? And I'm like, I don't know. And they kind of walk off in a huff. That's kind of how it felt, you know. That's kind of how it felt. It's like nobody's really to blame here. It's just kind of like somebody's trying to make it my problem somehow, or at least dump some emotional blame on me, and I hate that. It's it feels manipulative-y. That's the thing. that's the case, you should have stopped earlier. I didn't stop. I finished everything that was given to me. I finished everything that was put forward to me about the Wars Club and more. I did like the layouts for the London house and everything, for the clubhouse in London and everything. I did the palace. I did a ton of world building. I did I did a ton of stuff. Like all of my stuff is right there. You can see it. So yeah, I stopped when basically there was nothing else for me to do. I should stop leaning on the chair that way. I think the main thing that bugs me is that I've got a very distinctive memory about the first time that I mentioned the Wars Club and him saying out loud, "Can I do a story on this? Well, can I use this for something? Can I do something? Basically, can I do something with this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." That's kind of like that's what I remember, and it's just not. Just like he doesn't remember that bit. That's what bugged me. Anyway, right, I am gonna go. Um, I guess I'll just remake the video tomorrow if I don't hear from him before then. Um, I'd probably drop him a message or something saying like what you know, like any locations or changes or anything that you'd like. Please say so here in this message. Please say so after this message. And then basically like do them, assuming that he gets back to me before I film it tomorrow. Otherwise, I am literally going to just film the exact same thing tomorrow. Just maybe slightly different. I don't know. It depends if like I can actually get into the garden, because that would be better. Because then basically like I've got the hose out there. It's set to mist, so I could easily just like mist up my tummy to make it look shiny and be outside with the lighting and everything. So yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys. Yeah. I know we didn't make much progress on the video ideas and stuff, but it happens. Next time I see you guys, it will probably be for a live tubs weekly, and we pick new topics and all that stuff. So if anybody wants to vote, then like get to Discord and go do that. But yeah, that'll probably be either tomorrow or the day after. But yeah, belly rubs and belly salute. I don't know why my voice is going all funny now. It's really annoying. Really annoying, guys. So stupid. Whatever. Okay. Well, bye. I was like, my brain was like, say toodles. I was like, I don't feel like doing that tonight. Now somebody in my brain is like, it's like, ha, I got you to say it anyway. Fuck. Bye.